Summer in Germany can be very hot, with temperatures rising way above 30 degrees. And for someone like me who is from a warmer region, the fact that there are no ACs in Germany can make these summer times a very big struggle, honestly. And that's why in this video, first of all, I'll be telling you why air conditioning is not a big thing here in Germany, unlike in some other parts of the world, as well as how to stay cool during the hot summer times in Germany. My name is Ogenna, and I make videos to help you navigate and settle into life in Germany. I have also launched my newsletter, and thanks to those who have signed up already. If you haven't signed up for that, you might want to do that as well. I have the link in the description. Okay, let's go back to the video for today. Most German homes do not have air conditioning, and there are several reasons for this. At the top of this list is the fact that in Germany, the summertime, so the time when this air conditioning would really be useful, only lasts for a couple of weeks. So this does not, justify the cost for a lot of households, considering that the cost of installation and operation of air conditioning units can be quite high. Now, historically, German homes are built to retain heat rather than cool down. Of course, this makes sense because Germany is predominantly a cool climate most of the year. And like I said previously, it's only really hot just for a couple of weeks. Therefore, building codes and construction practices reflect this reality, focusing on insulation and energy efficiency rather than cooling. Many people argue that air conditioning is bad for the environment, and some even say that air conditioners make them sick. So how do you then stay cool during these times where temperatures could be as high as 30 degrees Celsius? Here are some tips. First and foremost, Durchlüften. Constant ventilation is already a big part of the German lifestyle. The very popular Luften, which is simply opening the windows for air to circulate. But during summer, this Luften can be done more strategically by opening your windows at night to trap in cool air and then shutting the windows just before the sun goes up. Also, during the day, be sure to shut the windows and blinds on the side of the building with direct impact from the sun. So what this means is, during the day once the sun is up, make sure that the side of the building where direct sun is hitting the building, so this part of the building is usually pretty much heated up. Shut the window there, shut the blinds as well to ensure that hot air is not coming in. Then the window on the side of the building with shades can then be opened from time to time, the normal Luften, to allow fresh air continue to circulate within the building. As the sun moves, move along with the sun. This is especially for those who work from home. As the sun moves from one side of the building to another side of the building, do well to remember to shut the window and shut the blinds on whatever side of the building that the sun has direct impact on. Tip number 2 is to get a fan. Get a good fan. There are several types and varieties of fans, style, sizes, that you can pick up from different stores. And one trick with the fan is to put bottles of blocks in front of the fan. This serves as an extra cooling effect into the space. So when the fan, blows on the iced water, it then sends cool air into the rest of the room, as well as wet towels. That also helps as well. You can have wet towels over the fan, and this, when the air hits the wet towels, it then forces this water, some sort of a mist, into the air and makes it a bit more cool, a bit more fresh. To be honest, in this apartment, we do have a fan, but we have not used it since we've been experiencing the summer in this apartment. At least we have learned the trick of the Luften thing, and we're able to open the windows and shut them as we always have our windows, every window in the apartment open throughout the night. So we don't therefore need to spend extra cost on fans, even though we have it if push comes to shove, or if we absolutely need to use it. But then this is a trick that you can do with the fans. Now, if you haven't given this video a thumbs up, this would be a good time to do so. And if you find this useful, consider subscribing for more content like this. Tip number 3 is about your bed and beddings. Now, simply changing your sheets from dark colors to cool colors can really be very helpful, because darker colors retain a lot of heat and cooler colors don't do that. So if, for example, you normally use say brown bed sheets or black bed sheets, you might want to switch them up to something brighter, say white or maybe a pink or something, if that's your style. Next thing is to air your bed sheets very early in the morning when the air is still cool, if you can, of course, because sometimes it might not be possible to do this. But if you can, just simply air your sheets outside to trap in a bit of cool air on the sheet itself, such that before the sun is really up to before it becomes hot, you can have the sheets back in and lay your bed. You already feel that the sheets, feels cool, and that could be very, very helpful. I also learned there are mattresses with summer and winter side. So if you think this is worth investing in, that might be a good idea, because it therefore means that once it's summer, you switch the bed to the summer side, because that side of the bed would usually feel cooler. So I imagine that it's a lot more airy, so air can flow through. It's a lot more permeable. I hope that's the right thing. Anywho, I haven't seen a mattress like that nor tried it out. I haven't gone to check for it myself to be sure of how it works, but I just learned that they have mattresses like that in the market. So probably that might be a good idea as well. Number 4 is staying hydrated. In the summer times, iced tea is very popular in Germany. It's also important to drink a lot of water. This should go without saying, of course. Stay hydrated, because staying hydrated generally keeps your body temperature cool, and this would of course help in terms of managing the high temperatures. In Germany, there's a saying that goes in the lines of, the weather is not bad, it's your outfit. Even though this is much more common to say during the winter times, it's also applicable in the summer times. So dress lightly. Although if you live in Hamburg, for example, I advise to just be ready for anything, because the weather in Hamburg is very, very unpredictable. Although yes, the weather generally in Germany is not, but I think that in Hamburg particularly, it's even much more unpredictable. I always feel like the weather in Hamburg is bipolar, to be honest, because you can just come out one minute it's raining and the next minute it's sunny. It's crazy. So what I do, I dress light for summer, and then I have something in my bag like a sweater or an umbrella, just to be ready for whatever it is that may happen. So that might be an idea you might want to think about. I would also like to know your own tips too for staying cool during the summer times. Please share that with me in the comment section, as I'd like to read it as well. So I can tell you one thing though, that adjusting to life without ACs can be very uncomfortable in the beginning, but after a while, with using some of these tips, for example, it can become much more manageable. Bear in mind that the heat is only temporary. Before you know it, winter is back and we're already complaining about the cold again. So there's always something to complain about. In any case, I hope that you have found this video very helpful. And if you have, please do well to share to other people and give me a subscribe. That will be very helpful. Until I see you next time, do have a fantastic, fantastic week. Bye.